A powerful winter storm has swept across the northeastern US, prompting several states to declare a state of emergency, placing 59 million people under weather warnings and causing power outages as well as thousands of flight cancellations.
폭설과 강풍을 동반한 강력한 겨울 폭풍이 미국 북동부 지역을 휩쓸면서 여러 주의 비상사태가 선포되는가 하면 주민 5,900만 명을 대상으로 기상경보가 발령되고 정전 및 수천 건의 항공편 결항 사태가 초래됐습니다. Oh my goodness, talk about a bad winter storm.
It is. It's what's known as a nor'easter or a northeaster, meaning it comes from the northeast. It affects this region. And they've not had anything this bad in about a decade. In fact, it's been 9 years since New York City had a blizzard warning. They're
Right.
expecting something like 60 centimeters of snow. And we've got states of emergency declared in Massachusetts, Connecticut, Delaware, New Jersey,
Yeah.
Rhode Island. You're not allowed to travel in some areas due to blizzards. Flights have been cancelled, thousands of them. And there's been power cuts. More than 150,000 people have been affected. New Jersey,
Yeah.
at least 60,000 people affected just by power cuts. This is a big deal. Hopefully it won't last too long, and hopefully
Right.
everybody is sheltering in place.
Yeah, a blizzard is like a snowstorm, isn't it?
A very severe snowstorm, yes.
눈폭풍을 blizzard라고 하는데요. 지금 뉴욕과 보스턴 지역에 지금 blizzard 때문에 비상사태가 선포가 됐습니다. 비상사태는 영어로 state of emergency.
네.
보통은 it has been issued or declared 이런 공식적인 동사로 표현을 하고요. 실제로도 지금 그런 상황입니다. So weather warnings have also been placed in many regions and all of these have been prompted by the storms.
Yes, if we're prompted by something, that thing is causing us or making us or telling us
Yeah.
to do something. In this case, there's no telling involved. It's the weather conditions make them call these state of emergencies or issue these warnings.
그래요. 하도록 한다라는 의미가 있습니다. 촉발한다라고 우리가 뉴스에서 말하기도 하는데 이게 우리 디렉팅 할 때도 많이 나오는 표현이거든요.
네.
선생님은 이제 무대 위에 올라가기도 하지만 무대 연출도 하시잖아요.
네.
그러면은 배우들한테 이렇게 프롬프팅을 해주시나요?
if
이쪽으로
they-
가세요, 저쪽으로 가세요.
Well,
이렇게?
more if they forget their lines. And that's to say, so you would whisper it to them or hold up a card. If it's in rehearsals, you just shout at them. To be or not to be, come on, it's Shakespeare.
대사 잊어버렸어? 이러면서 이제 대사 카드를 들든지 아니면은 어떻게 옆에 무대에 있다면은 속닥속닥속닥 이거 대사 알려주던지.
But we can use it in our daily lives as well. Don't you want to move on to the second expression soon?
You prompting me.
I am.
그래요. 이게 하게 만드는 거를
네.
프롬프팅이라고 합니다. 자, 그래서 지금 이 기상 악화 상황이 뉴욕과 보스턴 일대에 지금 그 비상 사태 선포라는 결과를 불러 일으켰고요. 또 그 외에도 학교 휴교령도 내려졌고 많은 공항도 지금 결항 사태를 겪고 있습니다. Let's have a look at power outages.
Well, a power outage is when the power goes out. And it could be just for one house. You can talk about having a power outage because a fuse blew, but often we use it when we're talking about a neighborhood, an area, sometimes an entire city. You don't have a power inage,
No.
it's only a power outage.
Good point. 그러네요. power outage는 있는데 power inage란 단어는 없습니다. 자, outage는 꺼졌다, 없어졌다이니까 정전을 power outage라고 표현을 하죠. 실제로 뉴욕의 존 F 케네디 에어포트는 출발편이 85% 취소되고 라가디아 에어포트는 95% 결항이 되고요. 뉴욕 리버티 인터내셔널 에어포트 뉴저지에 있는 공항인데 70% 이상 결항 등등 지금 굉장히 많은 항공편이 취소가 됐고 정전 휴교, 굉장히 많은 불편을 이 일대의 시민들이 겪고 있다고 합니다. 다시 한번 제가 읽어볼게요. A powerful winter storm has swept across the northeastern US, prompting several states to declare a state of emergency, placing 59 million people under weather warnings and causing power outages, as well as thousands of flight cancellations. Let's move on to the next headline.
Nobel laureate chemist Omar Yaghi has unveiled an environmentally friendly invention that can extract moisture from the air and generate up to 1,000 litres of clean water daily, even in arid and desert conditions.
지난해 노벨 화학상 수상자인 오마르 야기 교수가 친환경 신기술을 이용한 장치를 개발해 공개했습니다. 이 장치는 사막처럼 극도로 건조한 지역에서도 공기 중 수분을 추출해 하루 최대 1000리터까지 깨끗한 물을 생산할 수 있는 것으로 알려졌습니다. Well, this is a much needed device for areas that don't have enough moisture or water.
It's quite incredible. It's the size of a shipping container, pretty much.
6 meters.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's powered by ultra low grade thermal energy, and it can make up to 1,000 liters of clean water every day.
Yeah.
So even if you have a drought or storm damage, if there's no centralized electricity, you can keep it running. And the idea is it's going to benefit these areas where they don't have enough water. The Caribbean in particular, Yagi has said, where there are droughts on some of these islands. And so if you have a marooned community due to a hurricane, they have no fresh water. But if they have one of these, then they have water and they can survive. It's an
It's
absolutely
incredible.
brilliant idea.
Yeah, I agree. 맞아요. 이제 오마 야기 교수가 공기에서 식수를 생산하는 장치를 개발한 겁니다. 그러고 나서 어떤 기술 회사와 손을 잡아서 이 제품을 곧 실제로 도입하게 될 거라고 하는데 특정 지역에서는 정말 너무나 필요한 물건일 것 같아요. 물건이라고 말하기에는 상당히 큰데 한 6m짜리의 컨테이너가 있어요. 그래서 그 장비에서 저전력으로 공기 중에 이제 뭐 입자 같은 것을 모으는 거겠죠? 그러다 그렇게 하면은 하루 최대 1000리터까지 식수를 생산할 수 있다고 하니까 상당히 우리 인류에 도움이 되는 그런 신기술일 것 같네요. Let's have a look at the expressions. To extract something.
Oh, to extract something from something else means to take it out of it. So, for example, for breakfast, you might extract juice from an orange to make orange juice. Yes, so we use this term, especially in chemistry, in manufacturing, when we're taking one material or one chemical out of something.
Is that how you describe juicing an orange?
In science, you would.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, I was just using an example. The juice is inside the orange. You take the juice out, you extract it.
그래요. 우리가 이제 귤 같은 거를 즙을 짜내는 것을 그냥 juicing이라고도 하는데 그게 엄밀히 따지자면은 즙을 추출해내는 거니까 you're extracting the juice out of the orange.
So let's say you had a science project in school.
Yeah.
About juicing an orange. You might use the word extract instead.
그러네요. 그래요. 그래서 extract는 추출하다, 빼내다 이런 뜻이 있는데 공기 중에 있는 이런 수분 입자들을 어떻게 추출해내는 것 같아요. 정말 대단하죠. 근데 정말 건조한 조건 속에 있는 곳에서도 이게 적용 가능하답니다. So arid conditions.
Yeah, coming from the UK, I never had to use this word.
Because it was
always rains.
rain. Yeah.
But arid is when a place is really dry. Bone dry is the expression we sometimes use, where there's little to no moisture.
Very arid, A-R-I-D는 아주 건조하다 이런 뜻이 있습니다. 그런 여건 속에 있는 지역 주민들에게는 이렇게 식수를 만들어낼 수 있다는 게 거의 기적과도 같은 일이 아닐까 그런 생각도 드네요. 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. Nobel laureate chemist Omar Yagi has unveiled an environmentally friendly invention that can extract moisture from the air and generate up to 1,000 liters of clean water daily, even in arid and desert conditions. Now here's our final headline.
Giant tortoises have returned to Floriana Island and the Galapagos archipelago for the first time in over 180 years, in what conservationists have called a hugely significant milestone.
갈라파고스 제도의 플로레아나 섬에 약 180년 만에 자이언트 거북이 다시 서식하게 됐습니다. 이를 두고 환경보호론자들은 대단히 중요한 전기가 마련됐다고 평가했습니다. Now I love an animal story, and this one is almost like a miracle because these particular tortoises, they went, is it a turtle?
No, it's a tortoise. These are tortoises. They have feet as opposed to flippers.
Okay. So the tortoises, they went extinct, and then sort of their closest relative has now been multiplied in number. Is that what's happened?
Yeah, this is a few decades ago. I think people would have thought this impossible. But what they've done is what they call backbreeding. breeding.
Okay.
So basically, they found tortoises on a nearby island, Isabella Island, that have the ancestry of this Floriana giant tortoise. And so what they did was bred them in captivity,
Yep.
which means they can have this group of tortoises to be able to be released upon the island, which is incredible because these Floriana native tortoises, they went extinct in the 1840s.
Right.
Sadly, sailors would pop by on a long journey and say, oh, Tasty, we need you for the long voyage, and that's
Yeah.
why they disappeared. But yes, thanks to the genetic abilities we have, they've been able to select hybrid tortoises and breed them with the right tortoise so that they can get this back breeding going.
Yeah.
They've had more than 600 hatchlings produced, and now there are several hundred of them that are big enough to survive by themselves. It's a miracle.
It is, really. 그래요. 거의 200년 전에 멸종됐던 갈라파고스 거북이 있는데요. 한 2000년대 초반쯤에 이사벨라 아일랜드에서 일부 땅거북이 이 멸종됐던 플로리아나 땅거북의 혈통을 지니고 있다는 걸 알게 됐습니다. 그래서 이 조상들과 유전적으로 매우 비슷한 이 플로리아나 tortoises 거북이를 하이브리드식으로 유전적인 혼합 방식으로 이제 복원을 했다고 해요. 그래서 이 아기 땅거북이들이 이제는 굉장히 숫자도 많아졌고요. 다시 갈라파고스 섬으로 돌아오게 됐다고 에콰도어에서 밝혔습니다. 자, 표현 좀 볼게요. Let's look at archipelago.
Oh, an archipelago. I love an archipelago. They're always
Korea is not
interesting.
one.
No, Korea is a peninsula.
Yes.
But I think if you go to Indonesia, for example, and
Yep.
you go to other areas in the
Japan.
world, Japan, yes, where there are a series of islands, not just one or two, but quite a few together that make up one country or
Yep.
one region.
The Philippines.
Yes, that is an archipelago.
맞아요. 자, archipelago는 군도라는 뜻입니다. 여러 섬으로 이루어진 나라죠. 우리는 아니에요. 우리는 peninsula가 되겠고. What is a conservationist?
Well, a conservationist is somebody who wants to conserve, which means to keep or to protect. And what do they want to conserve? Well, the environment,
Exactly.
the world. A conservationist is someone who wants to protect the whales or protect the rainforest or protect the tortoises. There are lots of different kinds of conservationists, but their purpose is always the same. They want to protect what we have, save the animals, save the trees, save the planet.
conserve 그러면은 보존하다, 보호하다의 의미가 있고요. conservationist 하면은 자연보호론자를
네.
얘기합니다. 그런데 우리가 conservative라고 하면은 보수적이다 이런 의미로도 잘 알고 있죠. 어원은 다 같아요.
Yes, because a conservative with a small c, so not talking about the political party,
no.
but somebody with a conservative belief wants to conserve, wants to keep the old ways,
맞아요.
the old
traditional
traditions.
보존하려는
So,
거죠.
yes, it all comes from the same root, a different purpose, a different
Yes.
idea, but yes, all from conserving.
맞습니다. 자, 다시 읽어볼게요. Giant tortoises have returned to Floriana Island in the Galapagos archipelago for the first time in over 180 years in what conservationists have called a hugely significant milestone. And that's it for our 5 headlines this morning with Paul Matthews.